Greetings, my friends. First of all, if you trust the government, you're crazy. You know that I don't. And this whole Justice Scalia thing, there have just been some disturbing revelations that just came out today in his death and cause of death and lack of autopsy and Obama's sinister plot to replace him. So I'm going to go ahead and do a video on this stuff. Obama right now knows he has the Republicans. He has them by the throat. They have two choices. They can say, we're not going to let you appoint the next Supreme Court justice, and it's going to make them look like obstructionists in an election year when they want to keep the Senate and they want to try to get the presidency, which they won't anyways, but they want that. Mitch McConnell is a coward. He's going to give Obama what he wants. If he decides he doesn't want to do it, all Obama's got to do, and this time, believe it or not, it's legal. Obama does so many illegal things. This is legal. He can do a recess appointment. He can just come up one day and just say, I'm putting this most radical Supreme Court justice in history, I'm putting him on the Supreme Court, and no one can touch him until late 2017 when the next court's year or whatever happens. By then, Obama's not going to care. He'll either be running the UN, he'll be president for life, he'll be a dictator, he'll have a false flag with martial law, he'll be running the country anyway, so it's not going to matter. The Supreme Court police protect the justices in the court in D.C. and also their homes. Secret Service don't handle them. They have their own police department. And when they're on the road, the U.S. Marshals are supposed to look after them. Justice Scalia went to Texas to a ranch, supposedly to go bison hunting, is what the word was. And he was only there for a very short trip. It was Saturday. He had to leave on Sunday morning to come back to D.C., so that was his only day there. You think the guy's going to sleep in on his only day to go out bison hunting? And they said he was laughing and joking and whooping it up the night before, having a great time. So they knocked on his door, supposedly, at breakfast, and no one answered. So they went out for hours and hours. I don't know how long, but for hours and hours. And then they came back several hours later and knocked again, and no one answered. So eventually, who knows how long after that, they opened the door to find him. It looked like he was sleeping peacefully. He was dead. And where were the U.S. Marshals at? Where were they? And then hours after that, the U.S. Marshals supposedly said, go ahead and secure the ranch. He told the rancher. So why did they wait till the very end to show up and then to get them to secure it? And so then a justice of the peace is called, and they show up hours later, don't see his body. They declare a cause of death as a heart attack, didn't even see his body at all, and didn't request any autopsy, said none was needed. And they asked other justices of the peace who would do that same job, and they were just puzzled. They said, we would have done the exact opposite. We would have been there ASAP. We would have demanded to see the body before we even tried to say what the cause of death was, and demanded an autopsy so a doctor, a medical examiner, can give you the official cause of death, because they can't give you a total cause of death. This whole thing is really, really, really crazy. Now, Obama has huge plans his last year to finish wrecking us. He's already said, when they talked about him being a lame duck, he started laughing. He said, lame duck, I'm just getting started. This last year, I'll do more than all 7 years combined. He's going to finish wrecking us like he promised he would. Justice Scalia stood in his way, okay? And with him gone, all he's got to do is put one more radical justice on there, and he can push through anything he wants to. It can help with his martial law, false flag, change the term limits to make him president again, or help him big time when he's at the UN and he has Hillary installed as president, because his election machine is running her election right now. So don't think she's not going to get elected. And it's all lining up, my friends. It's all lining up. I just have questions about this whole Justice Scalia thing, and I want them answered. I'm not going to get them answered because the government works in shadows, it works in corruption, it works in deceit. This once great nation is finished. Our founding fathers would roll over in their graves and they could see what was happening right now. This world is finished. Your only hope is Jesus Christ. If you've never been saved, you're backslidden, pray the prayer, do the 6 steps I have in the box below the video, because no one's guaranteed any more time in your life. If you'd like me to pray for you for anything, contact me and I will every day. Christians, our job is to witness and pray for the lost night and day. If you're not doing it, start doing it now. If you are, great. And look up, my friends, our redemption draweth nigh, we fly soon. If you care about the truth, you care about democracy, and care about what's going on, share this video and ask someone else. Tell me what's going on here. This whole thing is as fishy as fishy can get. Take care of yourselves.